Gotcha, bitch!
Welcome back to the channel, everybody, and quick video today just to look at one of the new exotic gauntlets which were added in Destiny 2 Beyond Light, namely Necrotic Grip. And so just some background here. Of course, I don't think I'm first to the party. In fact, I think I'm quite late to the interaction that you have between this exotic gauntlet and Thorn, which I'll explain just now again in any case, in case you don't know. But my thing was mostly that I had gotten the gauntlet. I finally managed to be high enough light level that I was able to get the gauntlet in, I believe it was Friday evening. And I was, even though it had been confirmed that the interaction between these two exotics, and basically what I'm going to show you here, is here to stay, and that it's actually planned and it's not some bug, because the initial thoughts were that, you know, this was kind of like a bug. Everybody on Reddit and on YouTube were going, oh my god, this is, you know, like, this is so fucking good, like, it has to be a bug, like, nothing this fun can be in the fucking game, right? Because, you know, Bungie would fucking patch it. But since then, of course, there's been I think it started with a tweet, but there's also been some feedback on Reddit and so on, and basically, you know, showing that this is actually here to stay. It is part of the sandbox. It is an interaction that they want to, you know, between the items, which I think is fucking amazing. But even though that had happened, I was cautiously looking at, okay, with the raid coming this weekend, whether I didn't know how good this would be in a raid environment. I mean, probably not that good, but I mean, you never know if 6 guys run around, you know, using this combo. I didn't know how good it would be, and I suspected that there might be some kind of a nerf to it, or a patch, or a hotfix, or, you know, worst case scenario, you know, it gets fucking disabled or something. And so I kind of put off making this clip because I just wanted to see that, you know, the dust settle on the weekend. Didn't want to make a clip, you know, going on about how fucking sweet it is, and then, you know, it's fucking gone. But anyway, the point here being that Thorn is, of course, a hand cannon that's been in the game for a while already, and Necrotic Grip that was released with the new expansion now basically complement each other very well, because they share an intrinsic skill which basically the two feed off of each other. So if you look at Thorn, for instance, Thorn has a mark of the Devourer. So basically what this is rounds pierce targets and deal damage over time, right? And then kills with this weapon leave behind remnants. So the remnants you'll see in the clip as well, they're these little, you know, green globules, and basically those, you pick them up and they stack, and they increase the amount of damage that each tick from the poison does, right? And then also they refill the hand cannon. So by default you got 9 bullets in the mag, and you know, by default, each one of these globules will reload between 3 to 5 bullets when they come back to you. And they also, in a little way, track towards you as well. So if you get close to them, it doesn't mean that you have to run over them. They kind of like migrate their way towards you. So this is also cool. So generally, if you have a large, you know, group of guys, you can, without having to reload, you can, you know, reload off those globules while keeping the ticking of the dot going, which goes up to a stack of 5, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, and as you can see, as what I just explained, is absorbing a remnant strengthens mark of the Devourer, which is this dot, right, that goes over time, and it partially refills the magazine. Okay, now then if you go to Necrotic Grip allows you to melee someone, and then it also puts a dot on them. But the difference between these two dots, even though this is Grasp of the Devourer and the other one's Mark of the Devourer, and see, there's the of the Devourer thing that I was talking about. This one, if they die while this dot is ticking on them, it'll make a fucking splash, and it'll spread to other guys. Now, the two of them, you know, separately are kind of decent, right? But it's the fact that the dots which Thorn makes can proc this effect as well. So if you kill things with Thorn, that poison triggers this effect as well and spreads. The other thing about this as well is that your melee your melee skill doesn't have to be active for you to engage this. So any melee also procs the effect and, you know, infects something. So even if you're in a gunfight, shoot, your gun's empty and you're busy reloading and there's still something running towards you or something, you can melee it and still apply the effect on it. Now, how good is this? I've got a couple of clips here just to show, you know, how amazing it is, but it completely, in a way, changes the way you play because of the kind of gunplay that you have with stacking the dots and, you know, not shooting the entire time, but rather taking off, you know, precise, specific shots to like headshot stuff, you know, to shoot two creatures that are behind each other and that sort of thing. So, I've played with it a lot now since the weekend. It is by far the funnest thing for me right now in any of the three classes, and this is why I'm wondering how long we have left to have this, because it is just so fucking, you know, cool. It's just such a different way of playing, and I've always played Warlock more than the other three characters, so of course this is a no-brainer for me that it being on the Warlock class means that I'll enjoy it even more. But this is just me showing off in the actual the last sector where I got it. But as you can see, I mean, this is me firing off 2 bullets, and it's literally just eating its way through all of them. And here comes the green globules. As you see, this flows towards you. If you haven't reloaded, this will refill your mag. And it stacks this Soul Devourer ability that you see on the side there, which is basically increasing the dot damage as well. So, as you can see, I'm just, you know, pushing my way through these guys. You know, when there's 1 or 2 guys left, then, I mean, obviously the gun doesn't shine. But when you get clusters of guys coming out of a small area, like what you see here is, notice what's happening in the background there. I hit the first guy, that globule and poison dropped there, and as they keep coming out that door, they die. They don't even get out the door. So this is like, it's insanely good. It is such a fucking efficient way of killing like large amounts of creatures. Like, look at this. Another new stack comes out, put the dot in them, it eats another bunch of guys coming out. You know, same thing. So yeah, like I said, neither the Hunter, the Titan to a degree has something like this, you know, with the sunspots. But I mean, and there's one of the exotics with the expansion also increases that. But look at this, 1 bullet kills all of those. Just 1 bullet applied the poison and killed all of them. And there could have been like 50 fucking dudes that were, look at this, large stack, poison eats its way through all of them, and does a considerable amount of damage that I only have to put 2 bullets into that, you know, elite to kill it. This here is just one of the areas in the game where you get swarmed by, in the new expansion, where you get swarmed by an insane amount of, you know, creatures, and I just wanted to show how this just eats its way. I mean, this is essentially like fucking space AIDS or something. I don't know what the fuck. I guess that's what I'll call it from now on. But I mean, this is ridiculous. Like, you just see yellow bar enemies, no fucking problem. I just keep stacking the dots on them, put a couple of shots up there, that eats its way through those guys. And look at this at the bottom here. It's busy killing this boss without me having put any bullets. This is the first time I'm putting bullets into him. And obviously, as more and more and more of the stuff die, it just keeps increasing the poison effect and everything like that. So, really fucking cool. Here again, 1 bullet kills this entire stack of guys. That's it. 1 bullet. 2nd bullet. 3rd. 4th. 5th. 6th, 7th, done. Super efficient, fucking fun, really cool. So if you haven't managed to try this out yet, and you've only seen clips of guys doing it like this one and some of the other ones that are on YouTube, I'm really not doing it justice by how much fun it is. So definitely go try it out. Please post in the comments if you're still not sure on how to do this. I was able to do the 1250 lost sector, on which this has a chance of dropping, which changes daily. I was able to do that at 1240 light level, and I got it on my 2nd drop. I've heard some people it took up to 3 to 4 times to do it. I know some guys that have gotten really unlucky and got it on their 7th try, but generally people tend to get it on the 2nd or the 3rd, so it's really not that much effort for what you get out of it in the long run. But definitely try this out if you haven't tried it yet, if it's something that interests you. It's definitely a different kind of way of playing. It's a shitload of fun. It's if you play 2 different classes and they're very similar and you always use the same weapons, this is a really cool way to build your Warlock that plays completely different to the other one, so that, you know, there's some variety in your gunplay. But thanks for watching, thanks for stopping by. I hope you know, you learned something new out of this. If at the very least how much fucking fun it is. This is so much fun. It's criminal. It's so weird for me that this is in the game and, like, you know, has made it past like not being nerfed or, you know, patched out or something like that. But give it a try. Thanks again for all the support. Thanks for watching, subscribing, liking, and commenting. And have a good day. Have a good evening wherever you are. And cheers.